What is good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we have another head-to-head competition, and in this video we're going to compare 4 brands of wallets that all utilize that Secrid pop-up mechanism. 4 very popular brands that all utilize this aluminum housing and card holder ability. So we're going to take a look at the Secrid brand versus the Ekster brand versus the Pularys brand versus Vulkit. Now, since these are all very similar in the way they operate, and each one of these wallets have different variations in terms of styles of wallets, I'm going to focus on 4 categories that I'm going to touch base on that hopefully points everybody in a good direction on what I think is the best brand to invest your money in if you're looking for one of these wallets. So right off the jump, we're going to take a look at the card carrying capacity of each one of these brands in that aluminum housing card holder. Next, we're going to look at the quality of the materials, and that's the leather, that's the stitching, and that is also that pop-up mechanism that each one of these does a little bit differently. We're going to take a look at the quality of the wallet, and then we're also going to take a look at the variety of the wallet. All of these brands offer a lot of different styles, so we're going to take a look at variety, and finally we're going to take a look at the value of these wallets, meaning the price, and basically taking into consideration all the other aspects, the value and what you're paying, what I think would be the best option. And I was really surprised by one particular brand that I think everybody should at the very least take a look at. So without wasting any more time, we'll hop into this video and see where we end up. Let's get to it. Okay, so the first and most easy thing to get out of the way is card carrying capacity. In at number 1 spot, we got the Pularys. Since all of these are housed around this aluminum card holder, I just wanted to see the maximum capacity. Pularys came out at number 1 with an 8 card capacity. That is 1 embossed card and 7 flush cards, so 8 mixed in total. Tied for second, we have Vulkit and Secrid. They can hold up to 7 cards of the same, 1 embossed, 6 flush, so 7 in total, tied for second place. And in third place, we have Ekster, or last place I should say. They can hold 6 cards in their card holder. Now, again, all of these wallets have different styles and variations where you can put cards in different parts of the wallet, but I just wanted to focus on that card holder itself, as that is the centerpiece, and afterwards we can talk about what other types of offerings the companies will bring forward that gives you a little bit more versatility in its card carrying capacity. Other than that, that's what we're working with the card holders. Next up, we're going to talk about the quality of the materials of these wallets. Now, I'm not a leather maker. I don't know how to judge the tanning process or the quality of leather. A lot of this is just going to be in the hand, how it feels, and also the stitching and the actual assembly of the products themselves. So right off the jump, all of these are supposedly made of high quality leathers. This is the only one of the bunch that claims to be calfskin leather. Hard for me to verify whether or not that would be the case, but it is quite soft, and that is one of the more stark aspects of a calfskin leather versus a cowhide. All of these are very high premium leathers. This is an Italian leather with the Pularys. Ekster is a full grain American eco leather, ECCO, which is like an environmentally friendly process in developing and tanning leather hides. And Secrid is a full grain premium European leather, a mix of European leathers. So again, all very high grade leather offerings here.
The stitching on all of these wallets here, you know, at first glance and upon further inspection, it's all very, very similar. On the Pularys, the Secrid, the Ekster, and the Vulkit, I really don't think there is a noticeable difference. When you're handling the wallets, it's going to scream out to you that one or the other is better in terms of their craftsmanship there. So I'll just get that out of the way. But one of the things on Ekster and Vulkit that I'm not a huge fan of is on the leather itself around the edges, there is this rubberized, like kind of acrylic material you'll see, just sealing the outer edges of the leather wallet, and also on the Vulkit. Now, over time, I don't know how that's going to wear. These wallets aren't stiff at all, so they do bend a lot, and I don't know if over time that's going to cause things to split or crack open. On the Pularys wallet here, you'll see it's wrapped and stitched fully around on the wallet, and Secrid is just one thick piece of leather, so you're not going to have those issues there. But, you know, as you can see on the Ekster here, if I were to take my fingernail and just kind of put it in, Doesn't take much to leave a little bit of marks here, and whether over or not over time that'll cause cracking, it's just something I noticed. And on the Ekster, it's not a huge deal because I do feel overall this is a really nicely put together wallet. The Vulkit, unfortunately, in the hand, it feels very light, very cheap. Like I said, that outer coating I'm not the biggest fan of. Everything's kind of glued together, and it's not in a fashion that would scream out to me longevity.
But also on the Vulkit, the mechanism itself, which is probably the most important thing if you're going to be buying one of these wallets, you want to make sure that that mechanism is the most robust it can be. It does feel very cheap and flimsy. A lot of movement here. Once you put cards in this wallet, there's a lot of tension and pushback. You know, it takes a little bit more pressure and force to propel the cards forward versus the other three where it's a very smooth process. So to me, when you're working against that mechanism that's supposed to be making that process easy, when you feel the difference, it shows me that this is probably out of the bunch, materials-wise, the cheapest.
So when it comes to the materials and quality of all of these wallets here, number one and a very, very close number two, as I said, I was super surprised with Pularys here. I got to give the nod to Secrid in terms of how this is manufactured and put together. Pularys, for that price point, what they're offering you here, you can definitely feel a very close number two in the hand when it comes to these two. Next up, number three, Ekster. Nothing really stands out. Nothing really screams bad quality. It's definitely a solid entry, a competitive entry, but Vulkit is one to avoid. I think if you are looking at all four of these brands and you're thinking about quality, Vulkit really does fall off the map here when you're looking at these three. It's a far number four, and I would probably avoid this one, unfortunately, if these three are in the running. Again, a lot of this is just going to be hand feel, but you can definitely feel the lack of quality when it comes to Vulkit.
All right, so next we're going to take a look at variety. So just to get it out of the way, unfortunately last place has to go to Ekster simply because their offering on their website is strictly the Parliament wallet. They do have a card holder that you can just buy as well, but when it comes to selection of wallets, the Parliament is really the only thing that they offer at the moment. But as of right now, there isn't a lot of variety on the website. Parliament is your one and only. So unfortunately, we'll have to put that one at the bottom of the pile of this group. Vulkit, Pularys, and Secrid all offer a very extensive lineup of wallet offerings centered around that aluminum card holder. So if you're a person that needs to carry more cash, less cash, maybe some items, maybe some coins, etc., all of these wallets and these brands offer a variety of things depending on your lifestyle needs, which is nice to see. So it's hard for me to say one does it better than the other because they all offer a large variety of items and things depending on what you want. I will say I was surprised with Pularys. This whole review process, Pularys has really stood out to me for a variety of reasons, but I found that I kept coming back to this brand and my Secrid like 1 and 2 all the time when it comes to these types of wallets. They offer a huge variety of wallets, period, but a really great variety. And to me, in comparison to all of these wallets, some of the best setups and engineering by far of how they set up their wallets. So one to really keep an eye on. I was really shocked. I just want to put that out there. Pularys really stood out to me. But I can't really say one or the other between Vulkit, Pularys, and Secrid, as they all offer a nice variety of things for their customer depending on your lifestyle needs. Though Pularys kind of stood out to me in terms of the engineering and the placement of compartments in their wallets. But I'll give a point to all of them there in terms of variety. And finally, probably the most important thing to me is going to be the value of these wallets. Now, value has a lot of things. You know, the materials, the quality of the materials, carrying capacity, the options and variety, and finally the price point of these wallets. So the fact that we kind of went through all that, I have to give the number one spot to Secrid, though a very close number two to Pularys, which I'll touch on in a minute. But the fact that you're getting that 3-year warranty, that is just a peace of mind and kind of a nod to the company standing behind their product. My biggest concern out of all of these things would be the mechanism breaking. That's the whole point of buying these wallets. And the fact that they give you that 3-year warranty versus the rest only giving you kind of that 12-month time frame to test things out. I really think that's an important aspect. And though this may not be the cheapest, Sometimes, you know, when you spend extra money, you spend that extra money to get more longevity and a longer lifespan from the product you're buying, versus sometimes you pay a very little amount of money for something, but it doesn't last you as long. So I have to give the nod to Secrid. I think that 3-year warranty mixed with that price point makes this probably the most attractive option value-wise. Though, number 2, I have to really hit a point here with Pularys. In terms of materials and placements and options that they offer their customers, the card holder itself, this probably behind Secrid was the second best built wallet in my honest opinion. You know, it's hard for me. I'm not a leather maker. I can't really verify if there's people's statements on using, you know, calf leather or Italian leather or European leather or American hides. I can't go in there and verify that. I can just really go off the feel in the hand. But in terms of holding the wallet and in terms of the materials, I think this is probably your best built wallet behind Secrid. I never had any issues with the card holder itself. Very smooth experience. You know, the materials used, they don't have any of that, you know, rubber or acrylic coating on the outside sealing the wallet. Everything is stitched beautifully. But the price point of these wallets is the cheapest of the bunch. It's a Polish company. I don't know if the fact that they're located in Poland lowers their production costs. I'm not sure. But the fact that you can get this wallet for the price point being the cheapest of all of these, and you're getting all of these features and a great build, this to me, it's hard for me not to say this is the best value, but just simply because of the Secrid brand and the warranty, I can't necessarily say this is number 1. Very close number 2. Super impressed with Pularys. Number 3, Ekster. One of the priciest of the bunch here. It doesn't do anything bad, but it doesn't do anything that amazing. Ekster is a great brand. I like the wallet. I think it's a great one to look at, you know, if you are interested in the way this one's set up versus the other ones. Not, you know, super pumped about that outer coating, that rubberized coating. I think that just makes things feel cheaper. And once you actually see a wallet that doesn't have that, that's just a personal gripe. But in comparison, I think this is a definite number 3. It's one of those wallets that, like, you can't find anything wrong with it, but like you're not going to sit here and be like, this one blows me away in this aspect either. And based off that price point, I think number 3 is probably the safest spot for this one in terms of value. And finally, this wallet, the Vulkit brand, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Price-wise, it's very competitive. It's a cheaper wallet. But when you take into the materials and the feel of how it feels, that mechanism feeling flimsy to me when I had cards in here. But, you know, when you're fighting against the mechanism, that tells me that you're probably going to wear things down a little bit quicker than the other ones. And truly, it does feel much cheaper and flimsier. The manufacturing, there's some glue here. You can just tell that it's not put together as well as the other brands. So no matter the price point this came in at, it immediately felt the cheapest of all of these. Again, I can't talk to this being calfskin leather because at the end of the day, if this is calfskin leather, this technically is probably one of the more premium leathers out there. But overall, I would probably avoid Vulkit if you're taking a look at Ekster or Secrid or Pularys for value purposes. So there you have it. That is my opinion to a point of these wallets in a comparison process. I think you really have a toss-up between Secrid and Pularys. You're not going to go wrong with either of these. Though, if I really have to push somebody in a direction, go with Secrid. 3-year warranty is always peace of mind down the road. Though, Pularys, take a look. Huge sleeper brand. Maybe they're not a sleeper brand or a dark horse, but they were to me up until this review process. Big fan. And with that, I really do hope this video was helpful to everyone and that you got some value from it. And if you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. So with that, I just want to say thank you for everybody for watching this video. Always very much appreciated. And take it easy, be well, and until next time.